Maker.
When time allows my mind to sleep, when thoughts and visions of your being become as real to me as life, I then become aware. You are there. With eyes closed, I can taste everywhere. Your eyes, your lips, your breast, your hair. Such a dream, so real, such a love I feel. I want to stay forever and ever in the realms of this dream. Oh dream maker, oh weaver of magical dreams, make this dream come true tonight. Dream maker, make my dream come true tonight. Let me take her to the highest height that we can reach. Dream maker, make my dream come true tonight. Let me take her to the highest heights. Yeah, yeah.
When we say turn up, we mean believe, achieve, succeed. You can be anything you want to be.
You cannot be turned.
It's your world.
Turn up. 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 Turn up.
Tracy, knowledge is power. I never follow they followers. How could you stop us? The most I hear with us, we go regardless. Sick of the harshness, I'm not the hardest. I be the smartest. We hustle that positive product. Vote a positive profit. You turn up easy for gossip. Meanwhile, Venus wallet. Got that practice started. Man, we workaholic. Kick switch like Lupe. Feel Monday through Sunday. We gon' do it our way. The new way. We call it. We call it.
Turn up. 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 Turn up.
No malice. Virginia.
I'm two-turn, levels peaking to the youth. We be speaking, beat 'em with truth like we policemen. Body cam, we don't believe them. How they leave them in the street? Not a doctor, not a sheet. That's why we gotta do for we. So you gotta know what you believe. I ain't perfect, cause on payday, I so whip. I ain't nay-nay, me and Big Sis. I was Ray J, give me next Friday. I was Day-Day, heart so numb, Novocaine. Saw the light, overcame. I was wrong, hold the shame. But God forgives, praise the name.
Turn up. 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 Turn up.
They turn up, let's just stand up, put your hands up and stay prayed up. Once you wake up, you'll just raise up and just make up for them days. Stress, I was patient, now I'm way up, don't count days. Make the days count, don't be afraid. He died for us, what you late? Don't be fake, you in my way. I'm marching faith, I'm seeking high beyond the gates. My people striving to be great. They trying to block us, but they can't.
Turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Turn up.
Gotta learn, gotta earn, gotta be great one day.
Turn up. Turn up. Turn up.
What you do, what you say, gotta turn up, okay.
Turn up. 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 Turn up.
Well, it's a group thing. It's got a funky swing. Well, it's a group thing, a group thing.
WODU is the heartbeat of Old Dominion. You're listening and you'll be watching us on WODU on the World Wide Web, and at 12 o'clock, you'll be watching us on Facebook Live. Like I said before, good evening and welcome to the Dream Maker Show, because I am the Dream Maker. Without the Dream Maker hat, I can't help it. I just misplaced it somewhere. I left it in the car. Brand new hat. You know, brand new hat. It's on. You have to turn it up right there. Ain't no doubt about it. And Mellow V.
Yes.
Are you in the building?
Yes, I am.
Talk to me. Oh, yes, Mellow V is in the house.
In the house. Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, indeed is a blessed day. And
Yes, it
everybody is
is.
feeling
Yes, it
great.
is. Absolutely. We're feeling good today, and the weather is so beautiful outside.
Yes,
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
one of those beautiful, beautiful Thursdays.
Absolutely.
You know.
Thank God, because so many other people going through so much turmoil. And
Yeah. But God is good.
yes, He is.
That's what it is. He's good all the time, regardless of what the world projects.
That's right.
It's what the world
We
projects.
knows.
You know, God is just standing by, because He already gave you the laws to live by.
I know.
So
He already gave
when
me
you
the
don't
book.
when you don't live by the laws, He's just gonna stand by and wait till you get tired.
Amen.
And then when He said, when my people call upon my name
Amen.
and do what needs to be done, He'll hear your voice in heaven, and then He will answer. And you know, all the things that's going on in this world. And you know, I was just listening to the news this morning, and they was talking about opium. They say 120 people die a day. Epidemic.
Wow.
120 people die a
Opioids?
day
Oh,
on
my
opioids. You know, I don't know what to tell people. You know,
Prayer.
prayer changes things, and you know, you got to put it close so that your voice can pick up, because you have a soft voice, and the audience.
That's the first time I've been told that, but anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you gotta see.
Project.
You project. See, I'm like I tell you, I'm a professional. I've been trained professional when I went to New York, how to project. You have to project your voice from down here,
Yes, from your diaphragm.
diaphragm,
Oh, okay.
and project it.
See,
So
everybody you're never too old to learn.
yeah,
Okay?
and then when you get excited, and then, you know, and you speaking, and people get engaged.
Amen.
You know, well, let me say it again. But it's all good. I hope that y'all in a good mood today, because we're playing up-tempo music, good music, and I'll slip back there and play one of those romantic songs like I got coming up by the one and only. I call him the Dangerous One, KC, the Dangerous One, a.k.a. Keith Miller. You know, She Gives Me Love. I hope that somebody's looking for love today. I had to play it, because it's all about love. We got to start talking about positive things, people. We got to stop all this negative, bashing, hating. Learn how to show love. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. But let's get back into the music. You're listening to the Dream Maker Show on WODU, bringing you the best of R&B, hip-hop, pop, some reggae, and some Latin music too, on the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Remembering the day you blessed my life. When I close my eyes, I can feel the softness of your skin. If I didn't know it then, now I realize that everything I ever wanted in a woman, you have always been.
gentlemen, on keyboards, Mr. Ty, Marquis Smith. Come on, Ty. Ho, let's go. Ooh, now bring it back, baby. She gives me love, good loving, world-class loving like this brother never known. Yeah, she stole my heart away, baby. She gives, think I'm gonna sing a little higher. She gives me love, yeah. Her smile, Lord, her smile is crazy, yeah, yeah. She stole my heart away, yeah. She gives me love, love. She gives me Every time I hear funky music, I just can't stand still. I've got to move, yeah. Every time I feel my motor getting in gear, hey baby, funky music is somewhere near. Here it is, funky music. Show enough is a part of me. Oh, I'll do the singing. Let's get in the beat. Oh, come down and please. Come on now, funky music. Yeah, yeah, it's deep inside of me. Oh, yes, it is. I can't help it. No, I've got to move. Every time funky music comes around, yeah, yeah. Hey, funky sounds I hear when I'm walking. It seems like everywhere I turn, I hear the funky beat. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. People think that I'm a little crazy. Yes, they do. 'Cause they'll see me walking. Then I'll start dancing in the street. And then I say, sock it to me. Funky music. Show enough me. It's part of me. Do it, do it, do it. I'll do the singing. Oh, just give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Come on now, come on now. Everybody, everybody. Get up, get up, get up. To the funky side. Oh, I can't help myself, no, no. I go crazy. Yes, I do. Every time funky music comes around, yeah, yeah. Oh, when it comes around, yeah. Oh, it is funky, it is funky, it is funky. It is funky, it is funky. All I ever wanna do is dance. Come on now. Get up.
It's a part of me now. Everybody, get up,
Carry on, carry on. Oh, I can't help myself. It is
WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. That was the one and only late, great Luther Vandross. funky music. That's what we want to do today. Play some funky music because you know we're going to be rocking to 12 o'clock. And Mello V, who's our guest today at 12? I mean, there's going to be some funky music in here.
Yes, it is.
What's going to be going on?
D-boys are going to be in the house.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right. Yes, they're going to talk about their new and latest single, No Love, No Love, No Love.
Yeah, no love.
So they'll be here in the studio at 12 noon, and we'll be talking with them, and they'll be sharing with us much, much more.
Yeah. And just in case you never heard the D-boys, I played one earlier, and now I'm going to play another one called She's a Queen. You know, it's a hot song. I'm telling you, these brothers are doing it. They're doing the darn thing. I'm going to just say it like that. I don't want to get too explicit on the mic because, you know, we try to keep it right, but we try to keep it tight so the streets know who's talking.
All right.
You know, keep it real. We do the real thing here. We were doing the real thing for anybody else.
Oh, well.
You know, let people know, you know, everybody be
Better
talking.
recognize.
Better recognize it.
That's
You know,
what they
before the word real came out, we was way back in 2000 talking about the real.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hey, you know, there ain't no grass growing under my feet. I keep it moving. Nevertheless, we're going to do our best. At 12 o'clock, they'll be here. We'll be interviewing them, sitting down with the D-boys, the Davis family. You know, the family that stays together, work together, pray together, make money together. And I'm trying to figure out why I ain't making none, because I ain't got no family members working with me. You know, that's what I'm talking about. But nevertheless, we're going to do our best to keep you moving, keep you grooving, keep you right here on WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. This is the D-Boys. She's a queen. And remember this, we keep it real right here on WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Yeah, baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything. Baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything.
She don't ask for nothing, that's why she deserve it all. Times might got tough, but she never let us fall. Taking care of found out them losers get them funds. Educated herself, kept God first, now she owns something. She always focused, never also a runner. Say goes and meet him, baby girl, you a stunner. Come from the mud, I respect, shawty come up. Make sure her kids straight before
Baby,
her
she my
head
queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything. Baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything.
I'm a boss and a king. Yeah, I did it for my queen. Yeah, I put her on my team. Yeah, got me coaching everything. Yeah. I make her count the money. Yeah, I did. And we always stuntin' cause we have no bitch. Don't need to have no kids cause we got kids. I take her out on trips so she never trip. Bring her to my town, yeah, we real big. She loving all my sounds cause we got hits. And she gon' be my bunny just like Clyde did. And we gon' make some movies, call it Netflix.
Baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything. Baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything. Baby so fly, that's my queen. She got it, she poppin' on fleek. And now but her love don't come cheap. Baby, a diamond on bling. She like Gucci, Louis diamond rings. Baby, I can show you finer things. She done fell for them legs in the past. Told me that it wasn't what it seems, yeah. Baby, you know how I do. Baby, you know how I move.
I could take you out of state, buy you all Chanel shoes. Baby, them lanes is lanes. They just gon' play them games. I told you I'm not the same. I can buy you diamond rings, yeah. Yeah.
If my love don't hold you up, and my kisses won't shake your stuff, don't be afraid to let me know that other places, baby, that I can go. If you don't like it, don't knock it. Somebody else might wanna rock it. Oh, you don't need it. Don't waste it. Somebody else might wanna taste it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. If the thrill don't turn you on, and the will is just too strong, don't waste my time with your foolish ways. I got better things to do with my days. If you don't like it, don't knock it. Somebody else might wanna rock it. Oh, you don't need it. Don't waste it. Somebody else might wanna taste it. Ooh, Lord, Lord. Going up, I'm going down. I'm going all the way around town. I'm the one that turn you on. I'm the same one to leave you alone. Don't knock my love. Don't knock my love. Don't knock it. Don't knock my love. Ah, good God Almighty, it's all right.
A clean-up woman is a woman who gets all the love we girls leave behind. The reason I know so much about her is because she picked up a man of mine. Jumping slick was my ruin, 'cause I found out all I was doing was making it easy for the clean-up woman to get my man's love. Oh yeah, just making it easy for the clean-up woman
status seem good to me. When I ain't like it showing love to me. Good food and the mood in the hood is free. Peace and free, it's the frequency. This is the day women took over. No longer over your shoulder do we have to look over. Imagine, war is now over. Mothers get medals for being courageous soldiers on dollars. It's Michelle Obama, Oprah, and Rosa. The mayor, the shot, is Liz Dozier. Hoods feel safer, families feel closer. We all drunk in love with no need to be sober. Ladies get their hair done and men, we notice you get high-grade Indian weaves at the lowest prices. Chivalry is no longer lifeless. We opening doors and pulling out chairs again. Things are merry and there's more marrying. Monthly free doses of Motrin and Valerian. For your minstrel, it's no more minstrel shows depicting women as ignorant, simple. It's more love songs on the radio. Respect for the ladies, you can hear it in the flow. Egos aside, for each other we rise. Since they to give us a life, the whole world feel alive. The day women took over, let it continue. Now women get paid as much as men do. Dr. Angelo looking from heaven's window, telling young girls phenomenal woman is in you. Body is a temple, men don't pray. Mother Earth's arms around you saying it's okay. Toilet seats down, that's a no-brainer. Monuments in Washington of Fannie Lou Hamer. Harriet, sojourners, truth is marching on. Women preachers and world leaders ain't out the norm. Healthcare, paying for nails, gels, and fill-ins. Intellectual building, intersexual healing. No stick and movers and no quick shooters. After 15 minutes, calling you a Uber. The new world order is fathers loving their daughters and babies mama supported, and ladies is getting quartered in court. Kids can't be tried as adults, and women ain't called because they a boss. In all shapes and sizes, beauty is recognized. Goddess and queens is what we use to describe. Now Michelle Alexander wrote the new Constitution. Beyonce made the music for the revolution. Imagine it, a world more compassionate. The balance of the feminine and masculine, I'm asking it.
Peace and unity, the way it's meant to be.
WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. You're listening and watching The Dream Maker on The Dream Maker Show. That's what we do. Sybil, don't make me over. We had an opportunity to have her at, when we changed the club over from Picasso's to Mr. V's. She performed there.
Wow.
Yeah, Sybil.
And you
got
said
him.
Mr.
Mr. V's, our last
Mr.
name,
V's.
V, Mr.
Okay,
Favon,
all right.
Mr. V's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Take
You
a
know,
little bit.
people don't realize the game. The game has been made to be played, but we play in different fields when we have to.
Absolutely.
You know, to keep prosperity moving in our community. But as we continue to do just that with the best R&B, hip hop, and going to play a little reggae for you, and we'll be back. And the D-Boys at
Yes, they'll
12
be here.
They'll be at 12 o'clock.
At the noon hour, they'll be
Yeah.
in the studio.
with their news, talking about their new single, No
No
Love.
love. No
Ow!
love.
Well, we got love here
There
today.
you go.
I don't care where you're looking from.
That's right.
I got love in my heart.
Amen.
And I hope you understand
That's
that.
a song.
Oh, yeah. Did I write
I
that?
got love on my mind.
Oh, you're talking about Natalie Cole,
That's
the late,
right.
great sister
That's right.
of the late, great Nat King Cole,
There you go.
Natalie Cole.
That's right.
We back into it, a little reggae. Here we go, right here on Thursdays, the Dream Maker Show, bringing it to you like this, non-stop until 12 o'clock on WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Hear the sounds and feel the vibe.
Feel the vibe. Bring the music to the world.
Feel alright.
Come no man.
Reggae night. Everyone is jamming, feeling right. Singing oh oh. Reggae night. We're dancing right into the morning light. Singing oh oh. Yeah. Whether we up on the beach, yeah. Are we there in the streets, yeah. Once the music I play, yeah. Everything is complete, yeah. We bring to you like the islands do daily. We don't watch the mess. This vibe from the place. Reggae night. Everyone is jamming, feeling right. Singing oh oh. Reggae night. We're dancing right into the morning light. Singing oh oh.
Tonight all me want to hear a just reggae. That now play, you know we not dead. And if me reach at the party and a different corner, you know me I'm give them ready. Play some Sanchez, drop two berries, Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, but we cherish. And if you want to see the whole place, live, just find Maxi Priest with two Jimmy Cliff. As tonight is a reggae night, physically fit. Champagne popping in every disc. Girl cream, caramel, some of them are chocolate. Reggae music a play and everybody want it. So every John Zion in the party. I'm a there with my shawty. Throw the rap straight till the morning. So you know it's a reggae vibes party.
Reggae night. Everyone is jamming, feeling right. Singing oh oh. Reggae night. We're dancing right into the morning light. Singing oh oh.
No matter where you come from or who you are, we know this vibe will always touch your heart. It's real love and real. ground this, my ground this. How we a run the risk, we a make the hits. We no take backs, we no take this. If you know say ya. My ground this, my ground this. My ground this. Say the whole of Nannyville come for you. But on our message them a give you. If you know my ground this, my ground this. We are on the my ground this, my ground this. Hey boy, no way I cheat my side, now I see you. Not moving I don't look up to you. You feel know my ground this, my ground this. We are on the my ground this, my ground this. Pan the ground with the gal in a me lap. Gal in a me lap. Think I can not. Hey, you have a thing a lot, but the world relax. You a punk, chicken and you walk, send you go a shop. Little fool, put them in your want for send a bag of jack. I'm so high in a weird film, say just for feel that. Remember the days when some kids used to dress up in a flat. We go for board on Sunday, you think I miss Matty. Every night me touch a road, every night me touch a road. Man a cool like ice, so ever smile like evil that. Take your picture, send to a friend, them and go lie down, chill, relax. Give them 4 hours to find you anyway, and that's the mark. Miss me anyway, you go me find you. No matter run the risk, they do not make them hype you. Cause when you find you, nobody now go find you. Not a case of pin, but we on a line now. Say the whole of Nannyville come for you. But on our message, them a give you. You feel know what? My ground this, my ground this. And we are on the ground. My ground this, my ground this. Hey boy, now where your mountain view, now I see you. No moving, I don't look up to you. You feel know what? My ground this, my ground this. My ground this, my ground this. Basic me have a bag full of your tank full of either way house me have a bank full of whether any star me have a umbrella. And no think of me alone, me and the gang there. Bacha, boss like me, for me thing the job. Style and swirl me up and it a chop. With a run go in a cave, for me friend them at the rock. Every man dep on your doorstep and knock, knock, knock. This me anyway you go me find you. Come on, run the risk, they do not make them hype you. Cause when you find you, nobody now go find you. Not a case of pin, but we on a line. Say the whole of Nannyville come for you. But on our message them a give you. You feel know what? My ground this, my ground this. My ground this, my ground this. We are on the ground. Now I a golden spring, now I see you. Nothing I don't look up to you. You feel know what? My ground this, my ground this. My ground this, my ground this. We are on the ground. We are on the ground. We are on the ground now. Come now.
WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion. Reggae at its best. Rude boy, reggae muffin style. This is how we do it on the campus of WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
The Adventures of Captain 85.
Oh, what do you want to do now?
I don't know. We can't stay here all day.
Excuse me, fellas, but aren't you supposed to be in school?
Yeah, but we're scared to go, Captain 85.
Why?
Because of all these school shootings. It's got all the students bugged.
I can understand your fears, but you can't let this stop you from getting an education.
But a lot of kids don't go. Some teachers don't even go.
Ah, but some did. So did some students. So up on your feet, boys. I can't allow you to play hooky.
Yes, sir.
Living and learning go hand in hand. So let's go learn something.
The Real Adventures of Captain 85 right here. During this summer, we're going to be out and about in the community. You're going to be looking for us. You're going to see us. I'm bringing the Dream Maker, Captain 85, Mellow V, and a host of others, too. You know, let you know what positive things are going on in our community and what we want to go on in all our community. And bring some community leaders and, you know, just visit and hang out. And, you know, I might even, you know, be over at the rec center and prepare some food, you know, do the chef thing and prepare it myself. I don't want them mad. I don't want them coming, you know, like, what can we buy this at? And you can't buy this, baby. I cook this. This is what I do.
This is personal.
This make people want to join the Williams Farm Recreation Center because they think they're going to be serving that food there. I keep telling I'm a jack of all trades, but I'm a master of some. Everything I do is about having fun. I don't know nothing about negativity because I don't believe in it because I don't hang around with it. But what I do is positiveness. Believe in, have that spirit. Stay around positive people and get that positive energy going because that's what's missing in our community. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly true.
Yeah, but I got to jump back into it. You know I got to get back into it because I got this one right here by the one and only Ron TV. You know I got to play some Ron right here on WODU. Talking about bad. Don't go to bed, man. Hello. WODU. How may I help you? You want to hear Ron TV? You got it. WODU, the heartbeat of Old Dominion.
Really? That's where we're at right now? might have been the Hennessy. Babe, you making up all this energy. You acting like you ain't hearing me. Don't even know who this is, show me identity. We've had some long walks. Yeah, we've had some long talks. That's why it's hard to watch. Lately it feel like we keep on falling off. Look, I don't know what your past did to you. Whatever trust that you had, you put it into it. What's the influence? You shattered and ruined. Been picking and choosing. The tension is brewing. Who winning, who losing? I think I might lose it. Trying to figure you out like in a Rubik's Cube. She ice cold. Yeah, relationship goals. Get money with bae. Maybe take a vacay in a suite and relax. We might never come back. Just be counting our stacks. Fall asleep on some racks. Sipping Henny and Jack. Know you like the sound of that. Yeah, and it's making me sad. We should never go to bed, man. I'm missing your laugh. We should never go to bed, man. I'm missing your laugh. I ain't trying to go to bed, man. Look. We can't fold under pressure. Take your suitcase and put them clothes back in the dresser. Got me playing detective. You so overprotective. Just say what's wrong. Just give me perspective. Everything we've been through. We riding this like we on cruise. You know we sneakerheads. We can skate to the mall and just collect shoes. Put your phone away. DJ Khaled said stay away from they. Yeah, stay away from they. Just keep it between us and stay away from they. What's ours is our business. We started, we finish it. Not saying I'm innocent, just rather be intimate. I'm gaining experience, maintaining the faith in us. It's crazy, the craziness. Look, you my day one. Ain't seen that pretty face all day long. And babe, we too strong. And I don't know what went wrong. If it's a test, then we gotta pass. We got that good thing that's gotta last. I don't wanna go to bed mad. Yeah. I ain't tryna go to bed mad. Yeah. I don't wanna go to bed mad. I don't wanna go to bed mad. You should never go to bed mad. I don't wanna go to bed mad. You should never go to bed mad. Girl, you should never go to bed mad. I ain't tryna go to bed mad. No, I don't wanna go to bed mad. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Girl, what are we doing? Doing. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, girl? What are we doing? Doing. What are we doing? Yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing?
She's a queen. D-Boys music. She's a queen. D-Boys music.
Yeah, baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything. Baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything.
She don't ask for nothing, that's why she deserve it all. Times might got tough, but she never let us fall. Taking care of found out them
Baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything. Baby, she my queen. The baddest thing I ever seen. She don't ask for anything, so I give her everything. Baby so fly, that's my queen. She got it, she poppin' on fleek. And I bought her love, don't come cheap. Baby, a diamond on bling. She like Gucci, Louis, diamond rings. Baby, I could show you finer things. She done fell for them links in the past. Told me that it wasn't what it seems, yeah. Baby, you know how I do. Baby, you know how I move. I could take you out of state, ay. Buy you all Chanel shoes, ay. Baby, them lanes is lanes. They just gon' play them games. I told you I'm not the same. I can buy you diamond rings, yeah.
Is this thing on? I always been a really, really nice girl. That nice girl never had the life, girl. Always getting played to the left, until I got right with myself. They always told me that I couldn't do it, but I kept my faith and I got through it. I bossed it on up, got a real Ford tough. I had to change the game up, had to get my weight up. Change my level, had to change my level. Had to switch it up, had to go for something better. Change my level, had to change my level. Had to switch it up, had to go for something better. Woo! I was doing bad, but now I'm doing better. I ain't have the time, I can put you on my schedule. Had to cut you off, had to stack up my cheddar. Get on my level, get on my level. Said I was doing bad, but now I'm doing better. I ain't have the time, I can fit you in my schedule. I had to cut you off, had to stack up my cheddar. Get on my level, get on my level.
Never up, bezel up like you never seen it coming. I've been moving 100,000, barely pushing 100. Got locomotive momentum, only loco in the moment. Muy poco is your perspective. I'm wavier than the ocean. Yes, I kill it OT every time I ball. Got game front street, 18 no star, rocking with the right one. Plenty cash on digging, shot it, don't make moves. Let's about that check, yes.
Change my level, had to change my level. Had to switch it up, had to go for something better. Change my level, had to change my level. Had to switch it up, had to go for something better. Woo! I was doing bad, but now I'm doing better. I ain't have the time, I can put you on my schedule. Had to cut you off, had to stack up my cheddar. Get on my level, get on my level. Said I was doing bad, but now I'm doing better. I ain't have the time, I can
a bass in your mind. Everyone, everywhere. Everyone, everywhere. It's a bass in your mind. You're giving me hope. I'm moving back in time. You're giving me hope. I'm moving back in time. Everyone, everywhere. Dance or fade out. Everyone, everywhere. Everyone, everywhere. It's a bass in your mind. You're giving me hope. I'm moving back in time. Everyone, everywhere. Everyone, everywhere. Dance or fade out. It's a bass in your mind.
Amen.
Let me get these mics on. Hello, everybody.
Yes, welcome,
Hello.
welcome. As we always say, press that share button, people.
Yeah, welcome to the
We
show.
We love you. Also, our regulars, we looking to hear from you today. Put some comments, and first and foremost, we want to introduce who are our guests today. Are in the studio. They're here like poltergeists.
Hey, that's what we do. We
They're
bring them
here
in. We
the
bring them in.
studio.
Bring
The
them out. Bring
D-boys
them
are
out.
here.
The
Yes,
D-boys in the building.
yes,
What?
Let's get hyped. Let's get hyped.
Yeah, you know
All
that.
right, we're here. Okay. And we see some people pop up. Thank you. Our
Yeah.
regulars are coming. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We here.
All right.
It's Thursday. It's the end of the week.
Yes. Look, be happy.
Yeah. Spread the word. Share it with your people on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger. Yeah, the D-boys in the building. How y'all fellas doing?
How you doing?
What's up?
Our always love to see their posts because they're always in the community and they're having people sharing their positiveness.
Yeah.
As we always say here, that's what we're all about. We want to make sure that the positive vibes get out there to the people. And I just love when I see that you're sharing your music with the young people and they're showing their love for you by showing their CDs.
Right.
That's how you do it. That's called great marketing. That's called getting out there with the people. Share with our listeners and viewers today why you're here. We know you got a new single out. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, we got the new single out right now called No Love. We actually out going around different schools, different radio stations, doing interviews, performing, getting the song out there.
Yeah. How's the response to to the new song? With since you've been out there in the community promoting it, how they're receiving the new one, No Love.
Yeah, they receiving it. Well, we was really shocked because they receiving it very well. They actually receiving it more and better than they did Queen.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, then we know it's a hit because I have that in my head. Yeah. I be walking around the house with it saying, so my kids like, what is going on? What's going on? My grandson. But you know what? That's a mouthful because for you to say that they're receiving it as well or better than Queen, that's phenomenal. Yeah. Because I see how, like I said, you're sharing it with people in the street and they're showing their love. I saw a gentleman in his car. He was actually bouncing to it, you know. So, that shows that the people are really receiving it and loving it. So, what is No Love about? And I know one of the guys that's featured on your new single is called Keys.
Right.
He's back here in the studio. But what is No Love about?
No Love is basically about, well, my youngin', shout out to my youngin' Keys, man. He actually right here with us. That's our artist. He next up, and he actually wrote the hook. And No Love basically means like folks love to see, the progress. You know what I'm saying? But they never see the process, what it takes to get to a certain level. So he called me my bro up one day and was like, got one. And I was like, let me hear it. And we went from there.
Okay. So I tried to listen to some of it on that you had posted. And some of the lines, like you said, is based on people don't know the process, but they see the love that you're receiving, but they don't know what it took for you to get it.
Right.
Right? Is that what you're saying?
Right. Exactly what we're saying.
Okay. So when I was listening to it a little bit, I heard, my boy, we hanging at the store. Is that something?
Right.
And then, tell me about the lyrics, because that's what I want people to understand how the lyrical process is,
Well, that part you're talking about is actually my part.
Okay.
What I was talking about in that part of the verse was, we have a thing what you call today is where, us as people, we fight for things that we don't own. So, me and my team, we come from the streets with the music. And we grind on different spots, 7-Elevens, the Wawas, the Walmarts.
Just saying grind.
And we'll be in front of the 7-Eleven or we'll be in front of Walmart grinding, our own people will come out and say something to us. And it be making me mad because it's like, you don't even own this. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand.
So it's like a crab in the bucket syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I understand.
So, they try to pull us down. And, they think that, the man lifted them up.
Right.
But it's all a game, you know what I'm saying? We let them know, like, y'all don't own that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But here you are fighting for something like you said you don't even own. But yet I'm out here trying to get my grind on.
Right.
But you're trying to halt me.
Right.
Right. But the man have you in here working.
Right.
And I'm out here working trying to make for my family. Because I heard that in the song that you just trying to be out here making it for your family.
That's all it's about.
Right, exactly. And then in a creative way. Because we, all of us have that other thing that we do to make sure that we have that stability. But then there are things that we want to do that creative.
Right.
That creative juice, that thing that makes us want to, get up in the morning. That's what you're out here doing.
See, our whole thing is, we try to preach this. It's nothing wrong with working at a pie shop.
No.
It's nothing wrong. Let's get that clear. It's nothing wrong with working at a pie shop. But the biggest thing is, you want to eventually own the pie shop.
Right. Exactly. Come on.
You want to eventually own the pie shop.
Yes.
So that's what we preach.
Working toward ownership rather than I'm just working for the.
Right. We got 10 years of work experience on the both of us, though. We have done with the work, but it's it's better to own and pass shop.
Right, exactly. Ownership is better than being owned.
Right.
Okay. That's exactly what. And actually, I want to give some shouts outs to people that are actually chiming in. Some people I haven't seen in a little while. Lynette, thank you, Lynette Johnson. We got to catch up with each other. Odessa, thank you for chiming in. Greg, Brand News Bryant over in Newport News. Thank you. Brand News.
2 up, 2 down. You already see what I
got the hat.
Look, break.
Yep, got it.
Hat, baby. You know I got you.
Salute.
DJ Rob, my buddy. Thank you for chiming in as well. Sarita, we're gonna call you. Gonna get you on our songbird. She's awesome. We're gonna get back into the conversation. But I like that because you know what? That's what rap is about. Speaking truth to power.
Right.
And actually, that's where it all began. I was just sharing with Dreammaker here.
Okay.
You know, I was going to say the other name.
Yeah,
I gotta remember what day it is.
Dreammaker.
You got a number of names and use them various days. You know,
Right.
Ellis, AKA, this. But the grandfather of rap, who's out of Brooklyn,
Right.
he was sharing. I was reading some things to Dreammaker that he said, and that's what we need. That's what rap was developed for.
Right.
And he just died. He was 74 years old.
Okay.
And he was in Fort Greene, out of Fort Greene, Brooklyn. And he said, you know, it was always about speaking truth to power.
Right.
Because we've always had that creativeness in us,
Mm-hmm.
but we've never had an opportunity or outlet to put it out there.
Right.
And now that we are, or you all are, let it happen. Let it flow.
So the fact that we actually having a conversation, you know, we very observant to the music scene out here, especially. You know, there's a lot of successful rappers. Well, I'm gonna say artists out here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But we have a lot of artists that's successful that that ain't reach a hand out to put somebody else on. You know what I'm saying? So me and my brother, we about to get rid of this old government that they got going on out here, and we about to bring in a new government.
Right.
And this new government is gonna feed all these youngsters out here that's trying to rap and do music. You know what I'm saying? We try to start our own label. You know, we already got everything in process.
So in other words, you're gonna start a new hood order. Because that old world order gotta go. I'll tell you that right. New hood order gotta come in.
We trying to throw away that old government, things that they used to. You know, one person make it out of Virginia and then you don't see nobody else for another 10 years. That's the old government. We bringing a new government. When somebody else come out, next week somebody else coming. Next week somebody else coming.
Because it's more than one, like you said.
Right.
We have to pull, and I like the fact that you're saying that because basically what your whole thing is D Boys movement.
Right.
I went on your page and you have, I want to say quadrillion followers on your page. And I'm thinking you can't get that without somebody saying, you know what, let me hook my friend up. Let me tell them about you. Because actually I started pushing the membership button myself. I'm just saying.
Right.
Because you have to, if you making it, God said bring somebody else up.
Right.
You know, like you said, it shouldn't take 10 years, 20 years in one space. And there's so much talent in this area that it shouldn't be that just certain names are known. And like you said, they leave and then you never, nobody else reaches back and say, hey, I heard about those D-boys. Let me go back and put them on.
Right.
You know, actually I was sharing with Dreammaker that Jesse Smollett is going to be here in Norfolk.
Okay.
And tell me the show, because I always want to say Power, but it's the other one with Cookie.
Empire.
Empire. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Empire. I know this right. But and a local artist here, she's going to be there. Misunderstood. She's going to be there. And I said, you know what? That's what we need. People that's coming into the area that's made it, but then they're looking back and say, I'm pulling somebody else out.
Right.
So speak more to how you want to do that. You say you're creating your own label.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, they have the talent, but they really don't have the money. So we're giving back. We gonna put them on any platform. If you think you can do music, connect with the D-Boys. Hopefully, we'll put you on. You heard me?
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, there's a process. Do they have to come and audition? They have to have a piece?
Well, you know, we all over the social media. Y'all got our Gmail. You know, let's find out a way to get in contact with us. What we try to do, we just trying to start a movement, a new regime of power, and you know, we just try to throw away that old government. Anything that's old that came out of Virginia, we throwing it away. You know, we just gonna bring in this new government, new artists, fresh talent, and we ready to
grind.
Show the real. Of course, the grind.
You gotta grind.
You know, I got our first artist coming up is Keys. You know, he been on the Queen hook, and y'all done heard him on the No Love hook and a verse. And we just bringing them in. I got 3 other youngins called the Griffin Boys. We getting started, and they kids, they babies. And we building from there, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna hear about them real soon.
And I like that one of your mantras is no limit of Virginia.
Right.
That's basically what you're saying.
Right, no
Take
limit
the limits
VA.
off of us.
Right.
You know, we don't
Take
want
the
that.
chains off us.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I want to say this too. Since we talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my brother sold over 100,000 records. A lot of folks feel like, well, I don't feel like they made it because they not on BET, or I don't feel like they made it because they not on this station or that station. But everything is controlled, you know, by who the powers to be. So we're going to say this. We can do the same thing as a mainstream artist can. The only difference is we don't have no chains on us. We not controlled. You know what I'm saying? We mentally have it there. And if you want help with the music, you looking for help, just holler at us. You know what I'm saying? We definitely can help you.
That's so good. And actually, DJ Rob says exactly. That's exactly. And he no.
I appreciate that, DJ Rob. He a real one. He knows.
Yes, he real. Yeah. Mary Peak Edmonds is watching as well. Thank you.
Okay,
All
man.
right.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Duvier is also watching. Thank you. Your organization is promoting. Put your information up there because I know that you're having a event coming up. Please put it up there so we can make sure that people know about it. And it's about an all-male event, but women actually obviously can come and be a part of it. But put your information up there so we can make sure to share with the people. But getting back to the D-Boys movement, I like that because we need to also start as people of color. We need to start our own movements because you see everybody else can do it and it moves fast and it takes off and it keeps momentum. And that's what you want, momentum in a movement.
That's what a label is. You know, the labels, they take our talent, you know, because they got the money. They take our talent, use our talent, make them think that they have something that they really don't have. And at the end of the day, you see what happened. We got the Bill Cosbys. We got, you know, all those brothers that fall victim to, you know, the plan. So we started our own. We're a strong movement. You know what I mean? We're men of God, and we're gonna run. We ain't scared.
Can you move just a little closer to you, brother?
Yeah.
Get your my camera. I got 2 or 3 cameras running.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And also, we got people saying sounds awesome. Odessa, Spartan, thank you for that comment as well.
They recognize the real.
Yes, there you go. We were just talking about the real. We put the real out here. But again, also another one of your mantras is street platinum. I like that as well. Yeah, street platinum. Tell us a little bit. Feed into what that really means for you all.
Well, street platinum, like, we sold so many records, like, we went platinum. So that's why we say street platinum.
And is that equivalent? Okay, tell me if I'm wrong. Is that the same as saying I have the street cred in your industry? What you're trying to do? That's that street platinum.
Yeah, I mean, it got something to do with that too. Like bro said,
you earned that.
We sold a lot of units without, you know, them people actually getting us a verification. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need no verification from them. The streets, our people in the streets, they actually, you know, what made us platinum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we say street platinum. It stands for our people. Our people help us become platinum without, you know,
the mainstream process, like
without the validation of that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just take it back to the old school. That's how Curtis Blow got discovered.
The
he sold 1 million copies out of his trunk.
Right.
Yeah. Mercury picked him up.
Right.
See, once you start selling, they start taking notice.
Right.
But what they do now is they want to control the black community with all that negativity.
Right.
So if you start singing positive, they'll try to shut you down. Because you're doing something totally different.
See, it's crazy that you said that, right? Because we in Virginia right now, it's no artist, and I mean not one artist,
right?
Not one movement in Virginia right now have sold more records than me and my brother.
Right.
And we got to do the most work when it comes to radio, when it comes to all that, because our message.
Right.
You know? But no disrespect to the DJs, because they have a boss.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's more sort of like, you know, our people, us, man, is all we have. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, another thing, like you said, brother, with the control, you know, these days they got what you call screens.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And they made the screens because it was too many rappers getting rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Off the street grind. So they're like, well, we gotta find a way to where we can, you know,
Cut in,
monetize this
yeah.
and cut out.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why they made the screams. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, it's not no rappers for real that's getting millions and billions of screens unless they got that machine behind them.
Right.
But you can be a millionaire if you get out there and hustle your own music without them.
Hey.
So it's a game.
It's called work. You either work for yourself or you work for somebody else.
Right.
And they give you the check.
Right.
They tell you what to do.
Right.
They tell you when to come in. They tell you when to go.
Right.
You ain't gonna do it my way, then see you later.
Right.
But when you do it, they can't control you.
Right.
They can say, hey, wait a minute, hold up. Let's come back to the table.
Or throw some scare tactics at
Yeah.
you. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
All right, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but they can't stop us, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't tell people you can't stop nothing God ordained.
Right.
You know, man. See what happened is spirituality. We're spiritual people,
Right.
and people try to make believe that God made us spiritual people. The black man is spiritual people.
Right.
So what the other race try to do is make you believe in Him.
Right.
So once you start, He condition you to believe in Him. You don't know which way to go.
Right.
But God say, when my people,
Right.
my people that look like this.
Right.
Because this planet was originally black.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Everybody else is brought here.
Right.
They put a documentary on the other day on YouTube
Right.
saying how everybody else is brought here.
Right.
They say that Earth is like a prison universe. When people do wrong, they bring them here to get right.
Okay.
That's just on YouTube. I forgot, I say it, but I ain't look at all of it. But what we constantly do is why is it that out of all the races there, we the only ones that's getting people can do anything they want to us, and they can see it on video.
Right.
They can see it on camera.
Right.
And they say, well, he was doing his job. How can you do your job to a black man, killing him, laying on his back? I used to take martial arts.
Right.
Okay? As a martial arts person, I already know how much pressure it takes to stop you from doing anything.
Right.
You got 3 police officers laying on a man's back.
Right.
Where your lungs are.
Right.
You already you can't breathe.
Right.
They know that.
Yeah.
So when you sit there talking about you didn't know, it takes 4 minutes to put handcuffs on one person. I can take a police officer and put his handcuffs on him.
Hey, look, let me ask you this.
It's crazy because, like, the media, a lot of people really go through it, but the media, they only show when blacks go through it. So
Right.
That's why.
So it looks like it's only us that's being messed up.
Yeah, but in reality, it really isn't.
Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever seen a Chinese man get gunned down?
You ain't.
Huh?
You ain't.
All right, so it should that statement right there let you know
there you
where
go.
we
It's
at.
an aggression
Right.
toward someone that looks like
Right.
or us.
Yeah. Right.
So it's automatic. It's almost like an aggression.
That's
You
why
think
the music
if you
has to be
stand-
changed.
Right.
Right.
There you go.
And see that's one of the reasons why, and that's another thing. I don't knock my young brothers that speak about what they speak about, because I understand they don't understand.
Right.
So I don't really get into it, but I challenge y'all, you know what I'm saying? I challenge y'all to actually, if you're going to speak about the drug culture, the guns, it's cool, but let them know the consequences of
Right.
it. Let them know how many homies you lost.
Yeah.
Let them know how many folks you got locked up and dead behind those things.
Yeah.
How many people in your family graduated? How many people in your family own something?
Right.
The music is a big impact to, what's going on in the hoods, and our hoods, and in society. You know what I'm saying? So, not trying to tell you to change the music and be, preaching any of that. Let's keep it real.
But coming from the old school and that, we take Ross Johnson, that's why it was developed. Rap was developed based on what our communities were going through, but it took a negative turn. I mean,
Right.
because obviously all of us have had people locked up and relatives who we can speak on, but what we were trying to bring awareness to what was going on, not to highlight it and make it glamorized.
Right.
It took a whole nother path.
Right.
Because it was meant to inform.
Right.
It's just like in the church bulletin, they informed the community of what was going on. Well, the rap was for the streets. What was going on in your building? I grew up in New York. What happened in the projects? What was going? Because nobody was paying attention.
Right.
So young young guys got out there, like you said, was selling their music out of the trunk, or doing house parties, saying this is what's going on. Obviously, because it spoke to that street situation. But then it took a whole other turn, like you said. Now we need to get it back. We need to grab it back because it done went too far, and you glamorize something.
And another thing too, what I'm saying. When I was coming up, it was a lot more CEOs when it comes to the music.
Right.
You had a lot more brothers actually doing the business side behind the music. See, today's time, you don't have a lot of brothers doing the business side of the music with their artists. You actually have them people behind them. And, you know, that's why we get the stories of the screw contracts. And, you know, I know y'all see what Lil Wayne, what he going through, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we get those situations, because it's not no real brothers behind the brothers that comes in, you know what I'm saying, and stand firm and teach them, you know what I'm saying?
Because there is trappings about it. You know, if somebody waving something in front of you, it look good, and then when you get in it, and more money is going to the people who back you than the people that you, there needs to be a learning curve and a learning process instead of, you know, okay, I'm gonna put you out here.
Because everybody wants to take what God has given you, take your talent and make it their money.
Right.
You know, now that's my money because I put you. But if you was working together, then the whole community can
get behind you. They can put you on.
Right, because
they put us on.
Yeah, because the community is the one that's got to, eventually, they're the one that's got to support your project.
Right.
For the product.
Right. Without the community, and that's why I tell the young brothers, I say, don't beef with your brother in the hood, because he's going to be the one that buy one of your products.
Right.
You know, we got to come together, man. You know what I'm saying? We, you know, me and my brother, we just want to lead by example. Have y'all ever noticed on the internet, we don't do a lot of talking with them, and we just work. We lead by example. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want to show, man. And for the DJs and, you know, promoters out there that don't want to book the D-Boys, for the DJs that don't want to spend the D-Boys, it's cool. We still love you.
Right.
You understand? We understand what you don't understand, so it's cool. And just know, we got the streets. That's why we call No Limit of VA. We got the streets. The people love us. And, you know, we street love them.
The middle schools.
Oh, yeah.
Just performed in Ingleside Middle.
Oh, yeah. We definitely in the schools.
But that's the point. Yeah, I mean, because the young generation is who has to follow you. My generation, they still listen to Elvis Presley.
Right.
You know. But, you know, me, I'm in the D-Boys. She's the baddest thing I ever. You need some in the background. I got you. You know, I can blow, you know, I may not be able to do a whole rap, but I can do a hook. She's the baddest thing I ever seen. Yeah.
I'm saying my grandson was like, Grandma, what is that? You know, it got in his head.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm cleaning it, I'm doing this. And that's what we would, you know, that's how we use music to kind of move that negative out. A lot of times in the house when we were growing up, you know, probably do the same thing. We would put on music and we would do what we needed to do to get us through. This is what we need, that to take back the narrative, to take back what people have taken and said, you only can sing a certain, rap a certain thing or sing a certain thing, because now we have evolved. We're not want to do that anymore.
And look, this is another thing, the fact that you said that, I want to tell y'all rappers something, y'all artists, y'all musicians, tell y'all something. You know, don't let her, because, you know, we all come from nothing. So, you know, them folks understand that. So they know if they come, you know, with some money that you never seen or you had, you would take. Me and my little brother done turned down 4 deals. We turned down 4 deals, and we let them folks know, we ain't tap dancing for y'all. We ain't wearing no dresses. We not doing none of that.
Right.
Y'all can keep it. We got our own money.
Right.
And when we told them that, we let them know that the people behind us, that make them think, like, oh, man, we got to find another way to get them now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't let that little money that they throw in front of you, you know, confuse you to the real. Do your homework, your research, and make sure you read them contracts.
Yeah,
please do that.
Yeah, because next time they come, just say, if you get captainated 5 a record deal, we'll think about it. And then if I take it, I'm like, she's the baddest thing I ever seen. Yeah. You know, but it's important to be honest to your game and be true to the game. And because the young people are watching, and that's what's important. That's why I, you know, invited you back, because the young people are watching, and you're motivating them. And if you're using positive messages and positive words to motivate them, they're going to also want to become D-Boys.
And look, another thing too, man, when you say positive, right? That's another thing I want to correct. When we say positive, we don't mean religion.
Right.
You know, positivity is a mindset. It's
Yeah.
a mindset to know I can't do this because my family, depending on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a mindset. It's not necessarily religion. Because, you know, in today's society, we got a lot of brothers and
people
sisters.
controlled by religion.
Yeah.
Well, what I tell people like this, what religion is. See, what most people don't understand what a religion is. Religion ain't going to church.
Right.
Religion is like when you get up in the morning, you eat breakfast, right?
Right.
12 o'clock, you eat lunch.
Right.
5 or 6, you eat dinner.
Right.
That's a religion. It means that you do it every day.
Right. Doing the
So
same thing.
it has nothing to do with the spirituality. So we are a consciousness. So if in our consciousness, we got 3 levels of consciousness.
Right.
So if you don't understand this, I can say something, you won't even catch it. If I say it right.
Right.
I can talk right there and say something under my breath, and you'll think about it when you're in the car.
Right.
Because your subconscious picked it up.
Right.
So when you're talking positive things and get the motivation of young people, then they will begin to say, wow, I didn't look at it that way.
Right.
I didn't look at it that
And
way.
that's the whole thing.
Right.
Like you gotta think about it. A lot of our folks, man, we come from the projects.
Right.
And you know, it's killers out there. It's rough. So, you know, they only gonna do what they see done. So they see the drug dealer with the rims and
Right.
they gonna follow that.
Yeah.
So, you know, when me and my brother, we on the social media, we might flash money. We might, you know, feed the homeless. We might, it's motivation.
Right.
To let you know, man, you can actually make some money with something positive.
Right.
What the negative brothers don't tell you is how they can't sleep at night and
Right.
and the things that they go through. I gotta look when I'm with my kids to
Hello.
the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
drive by.
right.
You know, or my family member might be in danger because
Right.
of my actions.
Right. You can't even bring your loved ones around you. So
Yeah.
we walk the hoods and the folks love us, they support us, and it's real.
And the one thing that I want to say is because, like he said, who's watching you? We're watching you all. So the fact that he brought you back on is because when we see the posts, right? We're like, oh wow, look at them. They got kids of all ranges, of all
All colors.
all colors.
Yeah.
Chinese too, Mexican.
Hello.
Holding up the CD and saying, you know what? And they don't have to do that.
Yeah.
That's something that, you know, because people are like, get away from me, I don't want to do that.
Right.
But it's something
Right.
real. So when we see that, we're like, they're making a positive impact, not based on
Yeah.
what we're saying to do, based on what you already seen in the street and needs to be done.
Right.
You all are there.
Right.
And you all see, and they're responding. And I want to say DJ Rob is, I love him because he's putting up, and he don't usually talk this much,
Yeah.
even in person. Thank you, DJ Rob. He said, hashtag elevate the game, work with the artists, but when artists don't want to listen, he produces and he does all kind of things. Worked with Missy Elliott back in the day, a lot of things. And Timbaland, right? He said a lot of artists don't want to listen.
Right.
So he has a studio. He said, hey, D-Boys, do your own events. Promote your own events yourselves. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and you actually right, brother. You know, but the biggest thing is, man, there's a lot of politics, man. It's not as easy as you think, you know, just to go and get a venue. Once they find out we're doing something positive and real, to wake these people up, they shut us down. So,
trust me.
You know, that's what we go through. That's why you don't hear the D-Boys name everywhere. We sold over 100,000 records.
Yeah.
Our singles they going platinum. The No Love we just dropped a few weeks ago, and it got did over 30,000 screens already. And it sold 20,000 hand-to-hand units in the streets already in 2 weeks.
Where can people go to get your new single? Because we want to make sure everybody understands.
Y'all can go on Spotify, go stream that, download that right now. That's what I need everybody to do right now.
If you're tuning in right now, I need you to go get it. iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere you can stream music, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Right now.
Right now.
Right
It's
now.
called No Love.
It's called No Love, D-Boys, No Love.
And okay, you know what? Let's get back to music. Who were some of your musical inspirations locally, maybe old school? Tell us who inspires you.
We listen to Tupac.
Okay.
We listen to Nas.
I love Nas.
Yeah, we definitely listen to Pop Nas. And we listen to J444 album. That's what we on.
Master P.
Master
Master
P.
P.
Yeah, that's our idol. And we
Shout out, you hear this because it goes all around.
We listen to a little bit of No Malice too.
Yeah. Okay, No
You know what I'm saying? Like that's our brother. Like he showed us love. So you know, we listen to him and we support him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, you know, Nas, when he first came out, he did a show at Picasso's. You know, so like I tell people back in the day, so Picasso's when it was open, all the #1 rappers and artists showcased at Picasso. From Method Man to Redman, to Jay-Z, Beyonce when she was with
Destiny Child.
Destiny Child.
All right.
You know, all these people performed there. So when people don't know that the richness that we had when we was, you know, partnering with 103 Jams back in the day,
right.
We did a lot of events with some of the, you know, Usher was there. I think we did that with Hot 92 at the time when Hot was online. So we did a lot of events to bring the talent out. You know, that's why I continue to do what I do, to try to bring more focus. Even Timberland and Missy Elliott. Timberland, when he did his first show locally at Picasso's on a Saturday. He sold over 200-some tickets. And him and Magoo, and he had all his groups, 7 groups there to perform. And that's from there. One of my friends, his name was Suge, worked with record label up in New York. He took him to New York, and that's how they got signed. You know, so people don't know when you don't have the outlet, it's very difficult to reach the popularity.
And that's the thing, man.
Yeah.
That's why you know, I don't understand. We got cats that made it from here. You know,
Right.
I'm hoping to see more names in VA because we got it. You know, but you know, if we have more artists that made it, you know, not even give them no money. Like, it's not necessarily about money. It's about the platform. It's about giving them that light shine.
Well, you know, I don't know if you saw it on Pharrell. He's thinking about opening up a studio.
Oh, okay.
A movie studio to do movies.
Oh, okay.
Down in Virginia Beach.
That's big.
Yeah. He's working because the city, Virginia Beach, they working with him, talking about it, and they're gonna try to make that happen.
That's
so
big.
he can, you know, he's trying to bring back stuff to get artists out. And to me, like I tell people, because I've been into music ever since I was a little kid, but never performed as a DJ only. What I do is examine behind the scenes. Because I'm looking at, okay, you got Missy from here from Portsmouth, you got Pharrell and Timberland from Virginia Beach, and you got Levi Littles here with Blackstreet,
The Clips, you got the Clips?
Clips and all of them here, and a lot of people are here, but
Teddy Riley,
yeah. When you come to talking about getting people want money, and then I'm feeling like they don't want to put out that money because a lot of these cats just want to get the money and ride around in a big car and go in the club and pop bottles. And when the man say, hey, where the product at? Oh, yeah, we still working, man. We was in the studio all week, all night, man. We on the grind.
Right.
But I gave you the money 6 months ago.
See, the thing is, though, out here, I'm going to speak out here, the real get overshadowed by the fake. See, the thing is, out here, is if I can't make no money with you, we not going to do business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, me and my brother, like, we don't, you know, a lot of promoters want you to pay to open up or whatever. We don't spend no money with nobody.
Why would you do that?
You know, if it ain't the homeless people, if it ain't to the schools, we ain't getting no money up. So, you know what I'm saying? They can just, you know, cut that part.
I don't put on talent shows, and that's what Missy Elliott was. She performed at my talent show at the Royal Blue back on 1872 East Little Creek Road in Norfolk. Back in the day. You know, but even if I got local people to perform, say if I got you to perform, I'm like, yo, what's your charge? What can I get away with? If I make it, then I can pay you this. And if I get a pack house, I can give you the rest. I ain't got no problem. I can't commit to something that I can't afford. But I'm not gonna let you work free.
Right.
I don't do that N word. I don't do that kind of business.
Right.
I don't do that because nothing is free.
Nothing.
And it makes us. That's why I tell people not using that N word, because that's that Willie Lynch syndrome.
Right.
Because that's that free. Keep working free.
Yeah.
Our ancestors work free, so we didn't have to work free. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what's, why can't you call a woman a queen?
That's why you got a lot of these, successful rappers all drugged up and coked out. Because, they stressed. They tired.
Yeah. I'm like, yo.
All that free work with no money.
Yeah, I done got in debt. And this cat talking about, hey, my records ain't made no deal, but I got to go platinum record.
Right.
Where my money at?
Right.
They'd rather be famous than rich.
Yeah,
You know what?
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Cause you gotta think about it like this too, y'all. Since we talking about it, a lot of you know kids growing up. Hey, we love y'all too. We love y'all. Look, a lot of folks, you know, kids coming up, they growing up without their daddies.
Right.
Right. So when they become superstar famous, the world giving them fame. They don't love.
But they think that's love.
Right. They think it's love.
Because that's replacing the void.
Right.
But that's why the drugs.
Right.
And this is what, as a mother of males, as male children, I understand that. Because what happens is you know the man understands that. Right. If I replace this with that, I can make them believe that this will be the sufficient thing.
Right.
And it's not, and it comes up empty. That's why they end up on drugs or suicidal. And we're trying to speak life, not death.
Right.
We want them to have positive. It don't have to be about religion. Religion is something that man attains to get to God.
Right.
Relationship is what I develop between you and me.
Loyalty, trust.
Loyalty and trust. Peace.
Peace.
Love.
Right.
Yeah, but
joy.
See, like as the good book tell you, church is not. That's a building.
Yeah, that's a building. We're the
church is in you because God made you.
Right. Like, let me tell y'all something.
Christ in me,
Since we talking about it, we be out grinding, and you know, we might run up to somebody with one of our CDs, and they be like, "Well, I don't support it if it ain't gospel."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it is gospel.
But
it's my gospel.
You see what I'm saying?
In my word.
But that's how they mix. That's how they mix us up, though.
Yeah. I know.
The story.
Right.
You're telling the gospel means bring the good news. I'm telling you, it always is not good.
Yeah.
But it's good because it'll bring something that'll change in you.
Right.
It's about, and good news means something that'll bring about change in your life. It's not always about, I'm giving you something that's going to encourage you not to do something.
Right.
That's better than I'm handing you $5. Go buy something.
See when you right.
But I want to just get, because people are really sending all kind of thumbs up and love. Pastor Kaya Stevens is watching. Actually, he's a pastor, so he can speak to what we're talking about.
What's up, brother?
So, and there's a lot of love. I'm seeing hearts going up. Thank you, people. Thank you so much. Please put your comments in there so we know what you're thinking and what your thoughts are. Preach. It says preach, Captain, and that's coming from Mr. Melton. Thank you so much for that comment. But like you said, you said, why can't we call women queens?
Right.
And it be accepted.
Right.
If I call you something else,
right,
you be like, hey, you know.
Right.
It's like now we gotta undo what has the damage that has been done.
No, we continue when we use those negative words. They need to get the Willie Lynch letter and read it.
Right.
He said if you treat them this way,
their
kids will grow up, their grandkids will grow up. It's been 400 years.
Yeah.
And we still, and people like trying to control our power that God has blessed us with.
Yeah.
So when you're taking rap and reaching a generation that may not never go to church, but you're reaching them to make them better understand is to love yourself. Self-love. It's what it's all about.
So think about it like this, you know, church is
you are the church.
It's the same. It's the same as, you know, if you in your house getting the word. It's the same thing. But you know, we do homework, man. Churches is tax free, so you know they getting the churches the money.
700. You see, they giving that church. They say the church raises about $838 billion a year.
And I had told a pastor this before. You know, pastor was like, well, all churches not the same. But I told him, instead of getting no money to them churches, we could clean up our neighborhoods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can put rec centers and things in our communities for the kids.
Yeah.
When I was coming up with him, we had things we can do after school.
Right.
It's not nothing to do after school now. You know what I'm saying?
Church closed. Church
closed. Yeah,
$10 million church.
$10 million. Yeah.
And
Only
it's
Sundays.
closed.
Yeah.
Only day it opened up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe on Saturday.
I read
for a little auction.
We was out doing work and we actually ran into a guy who used to be a deacon. And he was actually in on the scene, so he know what goes on behind the scenes. So with that money, some of them pastors, you know, they putting $2 grand in their pocket on their own, you know. So
doing the Lord's work. But at the end of the day,
I done been through there with the churches. When I ain't just started radio. When I used to do gospel at WZAM, AM 1110, 50,000 watts. And I said, you know, we were having the problems not as bad as it was now. I say, look, I go on the air and say, look, I'll give you an hour, 2 hours. We'll go broadcast in the community on every corner. We'll do it live. They say, well, we already doing that in church. But it ain't in church that the problem. The church is in the community.
Because see, the problem is
bring the Father's house to the people.
right.
Yeah.
The problem is getting to the young brothers and sisters
Right.
that's clueless.
Yeah.
They
Or don't want, that will not walk through the doors
Right.
based on whatever reason. Whatever the reason
Let
is,
me-
it will not walk through.
Let me ask y'all this question. You know, we all have stayed in the projects or stayed or whatever.
Right.
It's nothing positive or happy in the projects.
Right.
So, with that being said, you know, that's why, you know, with me and him, we just try to show him that if you at least get on that positive mindset, have that positive heart, your life would change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the thing is, man, we need each other. You know,
Right.
that's the biggest thing I try to preach to him.
We have to get them in the mindset because a project is what it's called. It's a project, not it's a project, meaning that this is an experiment.
Right.
So when you go through the project, and I was out there with Pastor Stevens, and I was looking, you know, my spirit says, look. So I see the little kids behind the fence.
Right.
The fence, they got bars.
Right.
It's like they in prison.
They're in prison.
Looking at the playground, which all they had to do was walk around and come on the playground.
Right.
They like holding on to the bars,
Train 'em young.
looking,
Right.
and then they was getting a cookout.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, people don't see that. They don't see that they're bringing these kids up to be trained to go to jail.
Right.
But that's what it is. That's a brainwashing tactic.
That's the biggest brainwashing
Right.
thing they
I don't
doing, man.
belong, I don't fit in.
Yeah.
You know, and
So-
that's what the music will bring about
Yeah,
change.
if you bring change.
You
Right.
bring change.
Right.
A lot of times we play music in our homes
Yeah.
to open up, to take away all that negativity.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, grandmama and them. Go ahead, because I want you to speak.
Yeah, like we really need what we're doing right now because you look at the music industry today and
Right.
it's like no one's doing nothing positive. Everybody talking about the same
Same thing.
selling drugs,
Hello.
busting guns,
Getting lit and
Popping mollies, they lit every day. How's you lit every day?
right.
Every day?
Every day.
but they don't know how much of a major impact that actually have on the youth. You know, they grow up singing that stuff, listening to it. So
Conscious.
D-boys coming in, we making a change. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah.
That's why my show on Saturday is dedicated to the young people for
Right.
3 hours. I come in at 10 to 1.
Okay.
It's called frequency distribution. It's
Oh.
because it's the frequency. And people don't get it because they don't study that.
Right.
Frequency is music. When that music go through that sound, it is reproduced, it's a frequency. It goes like this.
Right.
It go out like that.
Right.
It bounces. FM. FM goes
Right.
like that. Frequency.
Right.
You in the satellite now. Everything is beamed down. Beamed down is a frequency. Because your consciousness.
Right.
Everything is a frequency.
Right.
So if I sing a song or a love song, it's a frequency that you're gonna drop
Right.
it down and get a
Right.
melody. And if you want somebody, like I tell people, what controls the Afro-American community? Is the drum.
Right.
The drum.
Right.
It's your heart,
Right.
your heartbeat. So what they do in rap music, they use a drum beat
Right. Right.
because it controls the heart.
Right. It's science.
Yeah, it's a science to everything.
It's
Science.
Yeah.
Again, project. They always want to make sure it's an experiment. When
Right.
it works, they'll keep it going.
Yeah,
When it
keep it
doesn't,
going.
Right.
they'll change it and do something better.
Right.
But
But
again,
then the D-Boys came along
Yeah.
and did the she's the
Yeah.
baddest thing I ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the song
Yeah.
Queen. So
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah, Queen. Yeah.
Hey, look, it got over 70,000 views. You know what I'm saying, on YouTube. On the Facebook, it did over 50,000. Sales, I think we did over 80,000. You know what I'm saying? Positivity, and it's
Right.
like with no label. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So what is that telling you that you can get it done?
You get it
if
done.
You're doing what's called to bring people into awareness and into positivity, it'll work.
Nothing beats
Yeah.
the
I mean,
truth.
you get that negativity, it will grab up for folks. But
Yeah.
But-
you want longevity. You want to
Yeah.
be long.
Yeah.
long
It's a
when
career.
we're gone,
Right.
that people will say, look, D-Boys back in the day.
Right.
Like they're saying about other artists, and I want to bring your
Keys.
keys
Yeah.
in because time is going.
Yeah.
It's taking us. We have he did the hook
Very
for
sad.
No Love.
Keys, get right here, Keys.
Yep, right here. Bring your chair.
Yeah, bring
He
it up,
did the
yeah.
hook for No Love. Once again, go to iTunes, go to any streaming media that you can, and you get that song No Love. Tell us how you came up with the hook.
Go ahead, you
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
I'm too little. I think I'm too little.
You're a big guy.
But it was basically just what I went through in my everyday life. You know what I'm saying, growing up. I mean, experiences. You know, and basically, a lot of people, they don't trust the process, but they love the progress.
Right.
They don't show no love out. They don't show no love.
And that's what it is. And mainly for real though, it's like, I'm saying, when I started the street grind for real, you know, and I'm out here and I'm really putting in the work for the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm running up on a lot of people, like over 100 people a day, I say, man. And I could see that, yeah, I get my work off, yeah, all the work be gone, but it takes so much, you know what I'm saying, so much energy out of me just for me to get something positive to the people. You know what I'm saying? I can really tell that, like, they don't really, some of the people, they do trust your process, because I run into these same people that I see all the time, and they still support me, even though they supported me before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They might give me a donation, but like, keep the CD. You know what I mean? So that right there lets me know that you got certain people that do trust your process, but those ones that you see again, and they be, nah, I'm good. They don't really trust your process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really believe it.
It goes that way, because I know when I first did my book and I hired a guy named George Houston, and I said, we're going out on Saturday, we're going to sell some my comic books, so you go with me. Yeah. He said, oh, okay, where we going? We're going to Virginia Beach. He said, no. Where we going, to Norfolk? No. Where we going? I said, I'm going to take you out there to Smithfield, Huntersville. I'm going to take you somewhere where nobody don't know me. Right. I don't want people to buy my book because they know me. Right. I want to go to where nobody don't know me. Right. And I went knocked on doors in Smithfield. And people like, yeah, what I'm here. I said, you know, my name is, you know, Captain 85. I got a comic book for kids, you know, to stay away from drugs and violence. Oh, really? Hey! And he started knocking on doors like, hey, let me go get some more people. Hey, look, this guy got a comic book. Let's go see what, you know, go buy one. So the guy like, I got 6, 7 kids. He said, I want a comic book for each one of them. I said, how much is it? Yeah, I said, $5. $5? Okay. Give me 7. I said, I got a CD too for $5. I said, but you can buy one of those. Those are the ventures. They 60 second, you know, little stories. He said, okay, well, give me 3 of those. But he bought like $40 worth of stuff and never seen me in his life. Right. And that's what I try to show my artists. If you go to people that know you, they gonna look at you and hey man, you know, hey guys right now, you know.
Hey yo, we family. Yeah. You know what I mean? We family. Yeah.
Go somewhere where nobody don't know you. Because if a person know you and won't support you, it discourages you. Right. And you like, well, I'm going, let's go home, man. This ain't working. But when you go and people that don't know you start supporting you, it builds that motivation
and confidence.
And confidence.
And that's basically what happened to us, man.
Yeah.
You know, we started 3 years ago going out there to selling to different people that don't know us.
Right.
Because we had a problem with support from our own people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
People that knew us, you know, that was a family. So we went out there and got, you know, support from outsiders, white folks, black folks, you know, different, you know, and it works, you know, because they don't know you. So people support when they don't know you, though.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
I was doing things, and I was at this event, and the white lady say, "What do you do? What do you got?" I said, "I got T-shirts, comic book."
Yeah.
And she said, "Okay, give me a T-shirt for my son and a comic book. How much is that?" I said, "That's $30." She said, "Do you take credit cards?" I said, "No, I'm not set up for credit cards." She said, "Well, I'll give you cash, you know, but I usually work with credit cards." But she still bought it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, what I try to get people to see, that's the system, that racist stuff.
Right.
If I got black people that don't like me, I got more black people that don't like me than I got white people that do like me.
Right.
So I was one of the first person in Virginia Beach to play for an all-white club for 8 years. Yeah. And they never said anything out the way other than admire the work. So when you don't understand that you have to be able to generate your audience, you have to make them believe and see you for what you are, not judge you by what everybody else is.
And then what's crazy is, you know, after we sold, you know, I say 25,000 in, you know, our people that knew us, they started coming around, you know.
Every time.
And then it just gets bigger from there, because now they want to talk, that's my cousin, or that's my brother, or I knew them since school.
Hello.
You know, now they're a part of it.
Right. The ones that knew said, yeah, man, I knew him.
Yeah. They see you making money, they get involved.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
They feel like they obligated. You know what I'm saying?
Once they see you making the money.
Some of them you don't really want to tell.
Yeah.
But I want to say, Dominique Williams said good stuff. She says great info, cuz. I guess she's talking to.
That's been down in my cousin down in North Carolina.
Okay, North Carolina listening. Okay, you can
Yeah.
go on. That's the one thing about streaming. You don't, it don't, because sometimes it would be delayed when you were having to sit out the albums.
Right.
In those cases, when I was growing up, it was albums and
Right.
cassette tapes. And, okay.
You can stream it. You can be
You
anywhere.
can be anywhere
And get
on
it.
your phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're in North Carolina, South Carolina,
Right.
South Dakota, wherever you're
Yeah.
listening, viewing this from, go on iTunes, go on all these streaming medias, and get the CD. The
No
new
Love.
one. No Love.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Queen, my favorite.
Yeah.
Queen,
Yeah.
Hey, look, we done dropped 3 singles.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
Within the last 8 months, and all of them went platinum.
Right.
No label.
The other
Right.
one is Turn Up.
Turn Up, featuring Malice.
I know.
Yeah.
Turn up.
We got the Turn Up, we
The
got the
Turn
Queen,
Up.
and we got the No Love.
Turn up.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Don't think because I got these gray hairs in my
Hey,
head.
look. It's some more heat coming too. It ain't no.
That's what I'm
And I
trying to
keep
tell you.
up. See, I said
Yeah.
3 good things come in
Yeah.
3s, so understand there's 3s that God is blessing. And I wanted to put the question out, but I'm not sure we have enough time.
Go ahead. We'll
All right,
see.
who's the queen to your king? Because I know Father's Day is coming up, and we know there's a lot of queens out there. But now we need to know who's your queen to your king.
I'm gonna leave that question right there on the table.
Right
Or
there.
queens, who's your king?
Right
She's
there.
the baddest thing I ever seen.
And we're gonna throw our moms in there. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, my aunt. You know, my auntie.
Yeah, what's up, man?
You know,
But you know, all the women, man, if they don't know, you know what I'm saying? If they ever told you, y'all all queens.
Yeah, no doubt.
I love the CD.
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody
serious.
queens.
And no, we got an album coming too. We ain't got the name for it yet, you know what I'm saying? But
I
we
saw you in
working.
the studio,
And it's gonna be fire, a lot of knowledge and wisdom, but it's still gonna give you them good southern beats
Yeah.
that you love.
Okay.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
vibes,
Yeah.
the vibes.
And radio DJs, y'all get ready to spinners. Promoters out there, y'all book it. Don't be scared. Why we gotta go to Maryland to get shows? New York to get shows. Cincinnati to get shows.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we out
yeah.
here so over 100,000 y'all won't get no shows.
Yeah.
Stop
Because
playing.
a lot of times you'll be known far and wide before you even know.
Well,
your
yeah,
own
because
home
that's
place. Sometimes that's the way it
yeah,
works.
it's in the
Wherever you
Bible
get
as
it
well.
from, love it.
The Bible
that's-
says
but
a
that's
man is never accepted in his own home.
Yeah.
He has to go away. Jesus was not accepted
Even Jesus.
until he left.
Yeah.
And he came back,
That's
then they
inspiring
accepted
to
Right.
him.
me,
So when you're doing something and you're on the
Own
right
house.
track, that's the point. That God saying you got to put in
I
the
will
work
make
and
your
keep the
name
faith.
known.
Right.
Once you keep that faith and you keep moving, when you come back around, they'll respond.
Sometimes your
They'll
family's the
respond.
last
Yeah.
people to know.
They'll
right?
respond. It's not that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That No Love video about to drop too.
Oh yeah, they trying to drop.
Yeah.
First,
We're going to Miami for this.
Hey, look.
And you know we call that Miami. Miami, because I used to live there.
Yeah, like I think it's gonna be like the first or the second week of July. We gonna drop it. So it's on the way. It's
You
gonna
heard
be
it
crazy.
here first.
What?
You heard it here first.
The
All
D-boys, the D-boys, the
We thank y'all for having us too.
Yeah.
And thank everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, no
so y'all
doubt.
Comments, thank
You
you.
know.
We got, it was so many hearts and thumbs up.
Yeah, and this will be reposted all week. All
Okay.
week.
And
so-
look, and can I shout out our artists that our new artists, the Griffin Boys. They 3 brothers. I think the oldest one is probably like 8. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So they three baby boys.
Okay.
And we training them and we got them in the studio and they're gonna be out soon after Keys.
Okay.
So it's a movement, a new government coming in.
Hey.
And we're gonna feed a lot of artists out here.
New hood order.
Yes, sir.
Attention.
Yes, sir.
Taking over the hood,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
We
Yes,
gonna
sir.
change it
Bam back the
around.
hood, bam back the block.
Yeah, we gonna bow, bam, block. You gonna look around and say D-boys Avenue, and D-boy Street, D-boy Road.
I need everybody right now. Go download that No Love.
Right now.
Spotify,
Go get it
That's
right
what I'm
now.
up.
everywhere.
Tidal,
You know what?
iTunes,
That's right.
Amazon, wherever you can get it from. I need you to go get it.
And you know what?
I'm gonna get it.
Post it. Let us know.
Oh, yeah, post it, tag it.
Post it up.
Tag them. Let us know.
Yeah.
And we will make sure we push it. And like I said, Poltergeist, they're here.
Yeah, we're gonna show y'all mad love, man.
Yeah, and every Saturday on Frequency Distribution, you know, I'll be playing your songs because it's all about the young people on Saturday. 3 solid hours.
And once again, I want to say
Yeah.
I love your posts. When I look at it and it pops up on my Facebook page, I don't have to hide because it's sometimes you don't want to see some of that stuff. I'm always encouraged to see that you're out here hugging people, people coming up to you, run up to you. That's what you base your life on.
Right.
Not this other stuff, because that's fleeting. You know,
See,
if they made you, they can take you down.
Right.
But when you get out here in the streets and people love you, nobody can take that.
They can't take it away. And look, this is another thing too. Like, shout out to the people that recognize the stars in your community.
Yeah,
You know
go
what I'm saying?
to their page and you'll see what I see.
And we love all of y'all, all colors, man. Like I said, all genres.
Thank you, middle schools, for making sure that they got into the schools.
Right.
Thank you. They can
Norfolk
use
Public
little
Schools,
kids.
man. We thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Letting us get into schools. We rocking, and we've been enjoying ourselves. You know, school by the end, but we're gonna pick this tour thing back up beginning of September, and we thank y'all.
All right.
Everything good over here.
Wow.
Everything good though. Everything good over here.
Everything good over
Everything.
If nobody's told you lately, I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
I'm glad. That's why I try to get you over here whenever I see something, receive info about y'all, because it's about the future generation. You know, it's about the future generation.
No, we ain't gonna never forget. We too real.
Yeah.
And for real, once we get up there, y'all pray for us. It's real.
I tell you what, I'm praying for you now.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you already know.
Prayed up.
It's prayed up and showed out.
Yeah.
So
Thank y'all for having us, man. And
Yeah.
you know, once again, go get that no love.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? We sold 50,000 the first 2 weeks. 50,000 for our
Featuring
streams,
Keys.
for us in the streets.
Y'all go get that.
And shout out to Keys, he up next. He got a single on the way. Shout out to the Griffin boys. We're bringing in a new government. Get rid of that old government. You know what I'm saying? It's time for everybody to eat out here.
And the management. Tell who's your management.
And shout out to our management.
Hood
Gold
order.
Brick Investments, you know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to leave it right there. Shout out to our manager, Mr. White, and we rolling like that.
The management is in the house.
Everything
what's
good
up.
over
And if
here.
y'all want to feature anything, call Mr. White 757-581-4180, or you can hit our email at davisboys@gmail.com. We ready to work. Let's eat together.
That's what I'm talking
Y'all can look
about.
me up on Facebook at Keys FTV. Y'all can look me up on IG at Keys FTV. I don't got a Twitter and don't got a Snapchat.
And we just want to give a shout out, Mr. Duvier. He's having an upcoming event called the 6th Annual Black Men Rock.
All right.
I want to make sure I put that out for him as
No
well.
doubt.
Father's Day is coming up.
Hey, that's a good place to be. Get some tickets to go. Well, Melody, we done did it again, a little overtime, but that's all right now because, hey, this is the Dream Maker Show, and I make dreams come true. That's why I take a little time and go over just for the D-Boys, just for the day. Nevertheless, anything else to say, Melody, before we sign off?
As always, blessings until next time, Melody.
Well, she said it all. Blessings. Remember, love yourself, put God first. Everything else will fall in place. It doesn't matter what others think about you. It's all in what you think about yourself. Until the next time we meet, to the next time we greet. You've been listening and watching WODU, the best of the 757. We out of here. Bye-bye, y'all.